Hey guys! Today I thought it would be fun if I made a multiple part series where I rate all the horses in Star Stable. Why? I don't know. It sounds interesting to me. And I'm gonna be rating them based off of the way that they look, the way that they move, and the coat colors. Now I won't rate every single coat color. I'm gonna do it as like a collective because rating every single coat color would be slightly excessive. Um, and also I want to just say I don't ride in real life, so I'm not gonna be rating these horses on how they should move or should look because I don't know that. I'm just gonna be rating them based on how pretty I think they are and how pretty I think they move, essentially. So the first horse that we're gonna do is the Andalusian. And if you watched my Get to Know Me video, then you'll know that Andalusians are my favorite horse breed in this game. So the rating for this one is probably gonna be very high. I just absolutely love the way that these look. I love the way they move. I love everything about this horse. I cannot think of a single negative thing to say at all. They are just perfection to me. I have no complaint when it comes to anything. Not the way they look, none of their animations. I feel so majestic when I'm riding an Andalusian. All of the animations, the walk, the trot, the canter, the gallop, the fast gallop, it's all so nice to me. And then the special animations as well, I absolutely love. And especially with this one, where the character is telling the horse what to do, I think it is so cute. So I have nothing negative to say about this horse. I wholeheartedly love it. So Andalusians are gonna get a big fat 10 from me. Now the next horse that I'm gonna be rating is the Hanoverian. Coat color wise, I think there's some really nice coat colors. I really like this one. And this one. I own it. So I think the way they look standing still is really, really nice. But the way they move don't sit right with me for some reason. I cannot put my finger on what it is. I think I'm into more of like an elegant looking horse, which would make sense because I love the Andalusian. But it's not bad. It's not bad at all. I like the canter a lot, actually. I also like the gallop. And the fast gallop is also really nice, actually. It's only the trot and the walk that is not giving, in my opinion. But so overall rating, ooh. I also really like that. And the bucking, of course, yeah. So my overall rating for the Hanoverian is probably going to be a solid 8. There's not much bringing it down. It is just the trot and the walk animations that aren't necessarily my favorites. But everything else, the way that the horse looks, all the coat colors, and the other animations, I think are really, really nice. The next horse I'm going to be rating is the Dutch Warm Blood. I own quite a lot of coat colors from this breed. And for a reason. I think, like looking at this horse right now, I think it's beautiful. I don't have any complaints with the way that it looks. I think it's giving elegant again, which is something I'm really into. Has a lot of nice coat colors. There's some that I don't like. I'm not necessarily a big fan of this coat color or this one. But other than that, it's really nice. The way that it moves as well, it's got some really nice animations in my opinion. Again, very elegant looking. The trot is my favorite animation on this horse. I think it's so cool. I'm not that big of a fan of the canter, actually. Other than that, all of the run animations, like the fast gallop, the gallop, they're both fine. Not mind-blowing, but still good looking. The extended trot. This one is not my favorite. It's not bad in any way. It's just not... I just feel like there's something missing. I couldn't tell you what. It's just, I don't know. It's I don't use it. I wouldn't use it. I think overall it has some really nice coat colors. There's some that I don't like, but you know, to each their own. It has good animations. There's some that I'm not that big of a fan of, but you're not I'm not gonna like everything about every single horse except for the Andalusian. But I think overall it's a good 8. The way that it looks just in general and the trot animation is what's really pulling this horse up for me. So yeah, a solid 8 for the Dutch Warm Blood. The next horse I want to look at is the mule. Now, there was a lot of people complaining that they're putting a mule into a horse game because, quote unquote, it's not a horse. Fair enough, but it's kind of a horse. I'm not really bothered by it. I don't see why anyone really would be that bothered by it. It's, if you don't like it, don't buy it. They look fine. Yeah, that's about it. They look fine. I don't really have, they're not great in my opinion. I'm not into the whole mule thing. I also think I'm not that into the coat colors. I bought this one, which I don't even know why I bought this one because that's not in my favorite coat, but we move. But I think just in general, it doesn't really have that many nice coat colors. Animation wise, I don't like this trot. I like a horse that has the head up higher, I think. Not a big fan of it. The canter's okay. The gallop I like. I think that's nice. And the fast gallop too. I don't have any complaints about those two. This one is just funny. Like, that's all it is. It's just funny. This too is also just funny. So I will give it plus points for being a funny addition to the game. But overall rating, I don't necessarily love the way it looks. It has okay animations. And I'm not a big fan of the coat colors. So I'm gonna give it a 5. I think is fair for this one. A 5. The next horse I'm gonna be looking at is the American Saddlebred. Now this one's gonna be hard because I don't actually know what I think about this horse. It's got some nice coat colors. I will give it that. This one though, I don't get this one. I think I heard that this actually is a real coat color, which I think it would be cool to see a horse like this in real life. In Star Stable, it's not my favorite. I can't get behind it essentially. But the other ones are okay. I like this one a lot. I think this one's really nice. This one is cute. This one's nice. So there's some nice coat colors here. And I do like the way that their body is shaped. When they're standing still, I think they look great. The animations is where I'm kind of uncertain. Because I don't like that it doesn't have a regular gallop. I think it's cool that they add this, but I wish this was just like a special gait instead, and that it had a regular gallop. The thing is, I don't know if these horses like have a quote unquote regular gallop in real life. I'm not sure. So I could be wishing for something that isn't even a thing. I don't know. But other than that, I really do love the canter. I think that's really, really nice. I also really like the trot. The walk, I'm not a big fan of. Something just doesn't look right to me. I don't know what it is. I also do like the fast gallop, but I will say when I ride the horse, for some reason the fast gallop feels really slow. And I don't know if that is because of the animation or what it is, but that's just a side note. I don't like this. It looks a little clicky to me. But overall, I do think it's a nice horse. I wouldn't buy many of it. I have one. I have this one. And yeah, I think I would give it... I would buy this one over a mule. So I'm gonna give it like a 6. And while we're here, we're gonna be looking at the Appaloosa. Now, this one used to be my favorite horse breed in the game. I think the Appaloosas are really nice. The way they look, I think, is really, really nice. I think it has so many nice coat colors. I think it's overall just a nice looking horse. Especially, I always change the mane to this one. I just think it's so cute. Look at its face. Adorable. But yeah, like I said, very, very nice coat colors in my opinion. I really want more Appaloosas. The way that it looks is great, and I love the animations as well. This isn't really elegant looking to me, but it's got a very, very nice flow in my opinion. And I feel like I go very fast when I'm riding this horse. I feel like I go very, very fast. I don't actually like this animation. That's the only negative thing I have to say. I don't like this. So based on that, I'm gonna give it a 9, I think, because I do really like this horse breed. I don't have any complaints. I think it looks really nice. It moves really nice. The only thing I don't like is that one animation. So a solid 9 for the Appaloosa. The next horse we're going to be taking a look at is the Mustang. Now, I've always thought that the Mustangs have been like such an iconic horse breed in this game. I think that stems from when Spirit was out, like way back when you had to do this quest thingy to get the Spirit version of the Mustang. After that, Mustangs have always just been cool to me. So with that in mind, I do really like the way that they look, their body. I think it's a slightly underrated horse. I don't see many people ride Mustangs. That could just be the server that I'm on, but I think it's a great looking horse. I also think it's got some really nice coat colors. I have this one, which looking at them now, I'm actually not quite sure why I picked this one. I would much rather have this one or this one, but that's besides the point. They have really, really nice coat colors. There's few here that I don't like. I think they're all great. And I think the animations are also nice. They're very, very smooth and flowy. The trot, again, I couldn't tell you what, but there's something with this that is not clicking. It's the way that it moves the legs. There's something about the front legs again here that is just irking me, I guess. The canter I like. The head is pretty stiff, but that might be normal. I don't know. But it's not taking away anything for me that the head is a little stiff. I do really like this, and the fast gallop is really nice. Bucking, obviously, I think it's cool. Like, it's not a gait, it's just a cool animation. I think I'm gonna give Mustangs an 8, just because I think they look nice. They have a lot of nice coat colors. Most of the gates I think are nice looking, but I have to give it bonus points for the whole Spirit thing. So it's gonna get an 8 from me. The last horse we're gonna be looking at today is the Jorvik Mountain Horse. Now, I don't have a Jorvik Mountain Horse, which I wish I did. I think it looks really nice. I'm not a fan of the starter mane, the tail, but other than that, I think it looks really good. And with the Jorvik Mountain Horse, I have kind of the same dilemma that I did with the American Saddlebred. It doesn't have a trot. Now, from what I think I know, I could be wrong, but I think this is how they trot in real life. I don't know if they actually do trot like other horses do. But from a point of view where I don't know anything about horses, I'm just playing a random horse game, I miss a regular trot. But other than that, I do really like it. I think it's got very smooth looking, nice animations. All of the different gaits I do really like. I think this looks really, really nice. This is also a very, very nice gait in my opinion. I think they did this very well. And this one is just a cute animation, and that does give extra points because it's very cute. Coat colors, there's some I like I like this one. I think this is a nice one. I like this one. This one is nice. There's some that I can't get behind, like this one. This one isn't really my favorite. Overall, in my opinion, it's got more not nice coats than it does nice coats. But again, that's just my opinion. Like, no hate to anybody that has this coat color. Like, it's not that deep. But personally, I wouldn't buy a lot of these coat colors, so that's gonna bring it down a little bit. I think overall, I'm not that big of a fan of the coat colors. I think it's missing that trot. But again, I don't know if this horse does a regular trot in real life. I'm gonna give it a solid 6. I think it's not a bad horse at all. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree, and tell me what you would rate them instead. Yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.